Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to Disco Elysium, where I actually forgot something back there, but I kind of don't want to go back there. On the other hand, time passes in this game, so this might be a time-limited opportunity? I don't know. We have to go through the trash, is the thing. And we're just gonna ignore Kuno being, well, himself. Although... This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says whirling in rags. Yeah, we're just gonna... Oh, I need to equip the tool. Okay, let me do that real quick, actually. Pry bar. Pry bar. Ooh, and I actually hold it, too. Yeah, I can look super threatening like this. Excellent. Ah, 3% chance of success. Yeah, what if I didn't, though? Although... Why not? Force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending. The fuck kind of metal is this? This is fucking shit! Or hang from the pry bar with all your weight. There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind. Kick it. Oh! Felt that. Ooh. Yep. Unsatisfying, hurtful. You hear a ringing sound, but not quite hollow. The can seems to be full. That's it, can't pry it open. The strange thing is, we don't have to. He smiles. We have the key, remember? The manager gave you the key. Yeah, but maybe I wanted to open it. Damn it, Kim! No sense of adventure. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there? There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. Open the lid. Why don't I want to know what's in there? What did I do, or what did I learn? The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. We're just in time, the lieutenant peers in. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. Look under the boxes of carton. You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soddy packages somehow feels familiar. As if I had been a... As if I had searched through these before, you say. Like a homeless person would. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going with that angle. But there are ideas here. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. Used to what? Dumpster diving? No, searching for evidence in the trash. Fair, actually. That is fair. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note. Pick at the rags. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers? Grab them. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air. What? Victim's clothes? The lieutenant smells them. Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Wait, he had jeans on under the Sabatons? How did they... Or over the Sabatons, then. Okay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Drop him in here, officer. Bag him. Kim quickly searches the jeans. Guitar mark, blue jeans, pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A wide belt. The loop appears stretched, but he looks into the container. The belt's missing. That's it. You see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. Reach for it. A drab long-sleeve shirt. Olive-colored appears from the food waste, dripping with pus. Bag it. There's a military... Oh, he's a military guy. I mean, we kind of guessed that. Although, he could have been private military. This is a military-type overgarment, no label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. He nods to himself. Anything more? The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Oh, yellow old mug that catches your eye, but other than that. Thrown out towel, mug, that's all. Alright, we should go to guard again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. Could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard, or that one. He nods towards the red-haired boy behind him. I advise against confronting that force. Well, I mean, we kind of have to anyway at some point, and I kind of don't want to stick around here too long, but at the same time, it's for the case. Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them here. Fuck, he's on about kids, the one behind the fence yells. You hear that, kiddo? He thinks you're an infant or something. See? Yeah, I mean... God, they are the worst. You make a fair point. You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and the establishment had the key. It's just a small, loose thread. Okay. The mug. I'm getting that mug, too. You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. An antique, only in its social sensibility. I don't want to take the mug now. Oh, well, I guess I'm taking it. The man briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash. Yeah, this is kind of... Well, I made that decision. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands, apple and potato peels, mostly unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing is nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny, looks like the corner of something. Pick it out. Something larger, a clipboard, a blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes written in a man's handwriting. Officer, is that your paperwork? I don't know what this is. Secret task complete. Find your paperwork. Oh. It is, look. Plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've got an autopsy form in there. A miserable-looking slip of paper sticks to the board. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash? Must have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I speaketh the tongue. Doeth thou also thorough inventories? He points you to the ruined notes. You should take stock of your notes, make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If someone's fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue. I don't know, man. Sounds like an order. I don't take those, except I kind of do occasionally. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get right on that. It would also not hurt to start taking notes of the case. He appears in the trash where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see, or are we finished? I think we're good. Interesting, though. We're gonna have to interact with that. Interactable items? Oh, I could interact with this, too. He just erases his mug. What's there to read here? Not much. There's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all that content. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken toss-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? The mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them, this is your inane ideology. Well. I mean, yeah? Breakthrough imminent. Gillaume Le Million. What? Look in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it, or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective. Fine. But, yeah, what's this about a breakthrough? Wow, I have a lot of things to do here. But yeah, what's this? Fall complete. Gillaume Le Million. Or Gillaume Le Million. I know someone told me how to pronounce that, and I've unfortunately forgot already. Wait, what about blood oxygen is boring? Oh. Bad news. Gillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Hsing-Yao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single Wonderland skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revocol in the 30s, and also as a warning. All Psi learning caps raised by 1. Neat. I have questions. So yeah, that'd be these guys. I can learn more. Although I wonder... Yeah... I don't know. I'm just wondering where I should put all my points. Yeah. I love this. Savoir-faire will make you the king of cool, which is as much as say the most stylish douchebag in Revocol. Nobody will see you until you're ready to be seen, and then they'll get the full treatment, whether they want it or not. At low levels, however, you'll be a bumbling, feckless cop unable to catch a pair of keys thrown by your partner without losing an eye. Well, that's somewhat accurate. But anyway, moving along. I mean, yeah, he did. Well, kind of. I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't be lugging stuff around like this. What can I see about the tattoos? What's the meaning of this tattoo? Oh. Someone who knows about history could tell us. Interesting. Thank you, Encyclopedia. What about this, though? It's a ledger you found in the trash, a pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from the plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. The sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Anything else? There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking on the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. Oh. Inspect the toilet paper. It's just toilet paper sitting in the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Thank you. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake off your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better. Inspect the clip. An aluminum block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. Run your finger across the aluminum. Aluminium, actually, given that spelling. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. It's similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? They can read these here? Lieutenant, is this one of those hologram watermarks you mentioned? What? He's lost in his own notes. Takes a moment for him to see it. Yes, a halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. Interesting. What kind of information? It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. Information varies by date of issue. Maybe yours will have how many cases you solved. How many years you've been on the force. He's thinking, I'll have that. It'll have that, rather. And any capable light with the right wavelength will do. You mentioned the headlights of your Kanema? Yes, there's a pause. RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks. This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on. Thank you. Thank you, interfacing. I got that, though. Browse the white papers. I'm curious about this now. Can I solve the case right away? They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into the watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. What's in there? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. There are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention, but there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you. The middle of March, you've attempted 2 cases a week on average. Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? Huh? He raises notes from his nose. Nose from his notes, rather. 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. Not sure I completed them, though. 2? He raises both eyebrows. That's a lot. Didn't mean to say you're making mistakes, by the way. That was a bit presumptuous of me. I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. That's okay. He nods and turns back to his own case files. We all make mistakes. Like a fan of gills, the checkered paper is dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Hard to believe that they dried in this rain. Also, this building has been destroyed. Why did I not notice that before? Just look at the top of this. What the hell? From the war, perhaps? There's mention of a naming convention here, though. Focusing back on this ledger. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins, yet still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might even say. One that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples. Oh, mine, they're written in capital letters, too. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. More? Others appear more lighthearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Later, once you're done inspecting them up close. Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. You mean the alphanumeric, officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? No, I mean a non-numeric one, with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution when the organization had a little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, it seems I seem to have named one. He peeks into his notes. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. He smiles. I pray his loved ones never find out. What happened to him? Rail spike through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. Fair. Count the pages. I have to open an official case, although yours is very boring. I'm noticing this little mark on his face. I'm wondering if he maybe has some cybernetics installed in him, because they mentioned cybernetics, right? And I don't know. Something off here. Count the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room? There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Commit to paper. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event. Ledger only comes with an old, worn-down pencil. It will do, barely, but... Oh, interesting. I have interfacing and conceptualization both telling me things now. Kim, do you have a pen? Lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder like a large caliber bullet on an ammo belt. He's not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them. Can I have one? Know that I give this to you, he pulls one from the loop, with resentment. With this beauty, commit to paper. The task you've completed flows out of the blue oblong pen and a brush, freehand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily, it's almost robotically simple, a language developed from mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect victim's body, get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. Not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. Cross out what we've already finished, which is all of them. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry. It feels good. It feels like completion. Harry, you say? Things to be done, and things already done, the composition of reality, is an extremely useful tool for the detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case? No, actually, any ideas? The Hanged Man. I'm rather fond of that. Great, that's great. That's actually what I was thinking, too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. He flips the pages of his notebook. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out. Can I read the case files now? Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. Always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 411201700, the next world mural. Wait, HDB 41, weren't those officer and precinct? Well, yes, your precinct number is 41, and HDB... Ah. Every last alphanumeric in the file begins with it, and these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. Well, I don't know what to say to that. That makes some amount of sense. I got nothing here either. Logic really isn't the best faculty to have this conversation with. What's the one you've got? So sorry. Yeah, I was staying out of this business for now. HDB is bad news from yesteryear. It's shit, honcho. How long does it take to read a case? It's about half an hour to piece one together using the system you advised. Where do you want to start? Ooh, half hour, you say? Let's put those away for now. Browse the yellow papers. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper, some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes. Like marching armies, these look like official forms waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. What type of forms are there? 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. I mean, hey. You're right, but also shut up, conceptualization. Field autopsy? I mean, I figure this is fairly self-explanatory. Damaged ledger, station call. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Though the call of the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. Ooh. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. I need real, so... Severe cases allow for up to 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. But they appear pleasantly vague. Yes. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. Oh, excellent. So, I can actually heal myself pretty easily using the right interactions, I suppose. But what was that about the blue heart? It's made of dark blue plastic hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however, the U4-sized board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters RCM. What did you say the color was? Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Shake the ledger. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that will get damaged if something happened to it. Peek inside. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it's not see-through. You cannot see to its center. How would I open it? With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. Lonesome long way home. I mean, I can wait till that's done. Put the ledger away for now. Because I think it's just, yeah, lonesome long way home. It still needs like an hour, 43 minutes. I'm okay with that. I can look at that later. Like exactly 2 hours from now, for example. Alright, okay. Okay. We have possibilities here. Good possibilities, possibly. Before we do anything else, though, let's, yeah. See about these watermarks. How do I turn on the headlights, Kim? Turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his keys, and says, alright, ready. I turn, you press start, it's next to the preheater. Dashboard lights up with an orange glow. That's a little bit loud. Rounds per minute gauges jump, and the engine of the Cupri, I suppose it is Cupri, Cupris Kinema, comes to life with a whiny growl. Press the button labeled headlights. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electric light onto the ground before the vehicle. There you go, I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now. Neat. Oh, you made like a little area of effect kind of thing. Ooh. Interfacing. As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, An iridescent hologram appears, a street grid in the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you. There she is, River Cole West. There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice. Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no hundreds of micro-perforations. Look at the perforations. There are many of them, and they're divided into 3 separate rows. Tally up the different rows. First row has 18 dots. What about the next one? Next to the longest, it runs all the way around the border and then some. You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. You can't say why precisely. What about the last row? Last row has 3 perforations. 3, that's it. That's it. Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean? Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They're your statistics, as it were. I should guess you keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant. First row represents your years of service. 18 years? Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Ah, yes, I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 985 days again. 9,855 days remaining. Look. Reading. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Yeah, wait, hold up. 18 years I've done this? That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? I'm not really feeling the apocalypse, Sonny, so... feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. God, it does feel like that sometimes. Got no idea. But yeah, do you really think I have an idea? Like, really? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good, it means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200. 216 to be exact. Lieutenant nods with evident respect. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Yeah, I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? I wonder. Okay. What's the last number, though? Right, those are your confirmed kills. You got precisely 3 perforations there. That's not too many. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is the Jam Rock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain kinds of officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case by you, it's usually by accident. It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Bit messed up to be asking him now, but sure. Have you ever killed anyone, Ken? Yes, he says, declining to elaborate. How do you handle the strain? Everyone has their own method of coping, some more effective or self-destructive than others. He gives you a meaningful look. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Oh? Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Maybe I should find a hobby. Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves. He points to your yellow gardening gloves. It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. Thanks. You look at the street grid. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revocol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanima's headlights. Wait, look around at you. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. Ah, Martinez. He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this? Let me see." He takes a ledger for a moment and inspects it. Right here, he says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. I'm sure I've seen worse. It seems fairly nice. No, it does not, the lieutenant says with optimism. Okay, let's go. Alright, I'll turn off the remotes. He presses the remote control on the key. So they do have remote control on this. Ah. Oh. Interesting. Good cop / bad cop 4. Ultra-liberal, communist, moralist. Not a fascist, though. Good. Apparently I'm a very sorry cop, not an apocalypse cop. Interesting. Interesting to note that. Huh. I wonder if I should go a little bit more superstar cop than what I've been doing. Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. Damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Was there an earthquake recently? The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting. The lieutenant looks down the street. We can sit on benches after we solve the murder. Let's go. You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kisaragi is gone. I'm sorry, you're going to be leaving me? I'm a little bit upset about that. Hey, you! Can you explain why this place was shut down? Bookstore.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. I am the law.
Hello, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Yes. But what kind of store is
Sir,
this?
we sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I see. Books, postcards, easy. Even a kid would know all of this. Little girl, I know what a book is. Books are like very long letters with stories inside them. Nah, it feels inappropriate to lecture this girl. Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone. Don't tell me what to do. I know, I already made up my mind.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
It's okay, I was just, talking to the voices in my head. Just ignore that. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Who are these famous people? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians. Those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. Usually just in the right place at the right time, though, really, honestly. But, it's fine. She scratches her cold, reddened cheek, then continues, I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame. Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them. Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does it? But it does make the famous people more famous. She smiles gleefully. These famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything. Never mind, I literally had nothing else to say. Okay. She looks at you with her wide eyes. What's your name? Name's Annette, sir. My mom, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. I'm still trying to get a head for the names here. Like French, Norwegian, or Scandinavian, I should say. As we all know, Norway is the only country in all of Scandinavia. The Scandinavian region, rather. Let's see, that knocks out the Swedish, the Finland, yeah, Denmark, gone. Alright. Anyway, the girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts her eyes wide as if recalling something. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. And you're standing out here in the cold because... I'm signaling that the store is open, she nods eagerly. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Yeah, such a good tripper you are, already learning the value of hard work. I could help by brutally... I'm sorry, I didn't read that third option there. I could brutally dismantle... Okay, yeah. Shouldn't you be at school or something? I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mom keep this place running. Isn't school more important than... this? What is school, anyway? I mean... this is a bit of an asshole option. Like, they're clearly not that wealthy, if the store's as it is. Mom says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mom says a proper worker is dutiful. And that's how you get ahead in life. You succeed. How's the business going? Mom says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being, she looks over her shoulder, cursed. Behind her, the windows have been boarded up, but you sense that the board's creaking, twisting for a second in some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders. Cursed in what way? Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go, she looks for the right word, bankrupt. Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here. Lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. Yes, she chirps. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. What do you know about the other failed businesses? Nothing really, sir. Mom doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. She looks a bit disappointed. I don't really know what's there. How does this curse manifest itself? It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were asking about famous people. But Kim, the plasmic manifestations. No such thing. The lieutenant stands at your side, stern and serious. I like how we're having this argument in front of this little kid. The girl looks back and forth between you two. Anything else you want to talk about, sir? Enough about the curse. For now. What is this crime business? Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. I love this. God, I love this guy. It's that bad, points your head. Crime is a deviation from the law, punishable by either civil or criminal sentencing. It's what the law prevents. Why would anyone want to read about crime? It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle where you can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to get him. I'm a policeman myself, by the way. The law, as I said. You don't look like much of a policeman. She examines you as if to find something more policeman-like. Huh. Well, what does a cop look like then? Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. She points to a book cover, on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. Yeah. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. It's your... points your head. Head, yes. Not head, child. Heads. Drama, can you give me a different option? Flexibility. There are millions of different people out there and you have to get into their heads. Sometimes you gotta be the killer to catch the killer. Isn't that very dangerous? She examines the picture of Dick Mullen. Policemen live and breathe danger, little girl. Mullen obviously lacks the chameleonic skill. Unlike you, sir. She smiles mischievously. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Aw. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. The cover image of Dick Mullen seems to stare at you with harsh disapproval, like in the books. Plus one, afraid of the curse. Okay, I'm gonna deduce something now. The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that? Hey, why do you keep your hands folded? What do you mean, sir? She looks wary. You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help. She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. Lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. It's okay. She brings out her reddened hands. Her nails are frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh. You bite your nails. And you knew this from keeping my hands folded? She shoots you a suspicious glance. There were a few other hints. Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that. Her eyes flash with defiance. She's not impressed. Want more? But I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind. Chewed on nails means you're recycling your body material. She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic. You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you. Dismay flickers in her eyes. Maybe so, sir, she sighs. Okay, I know, it's a bad habit and I shouldn't. Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town. It was okay, sir. She's still got a rebellious streak. There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same. You think so? Fine. Do better. To do something about me. You're quite sober, she snaps back quickly. Lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. Yeah, sober. That's the way to describe me. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intentionally not flinching. It takes effort. Wait, how do you know I'm usually not? Because you usually aren't. And I'm having a grand time. Thank you. very much. I sure hope you are, sir. She rubs her red nose. There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar somehow. There's something you're missing. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar? Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before. Hang on. So you know me. We've met before. Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. She sways back and forth on her feet. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong. What? What? Did I ever talk to you? Of course, you stopped by a few times. She looks at you intently. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Thanks, I'm trying. Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore. Lieutenant slowly, ever so slowly, realizes something. Party eyes. Yes, of course, that makes sense. Oh god. I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all. Party eyes? You know, like a cat in the dark. All big and wide-eyed. She giggles at the thought. Something looks odd on a man. The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. This is what she meant. You were probably gurning, too. What the heck? Fuck yeah, you should get some party eyes right now. Let's have those sweet sequins on you, boy. Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics? Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing. What is the important thing? So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? I didn't know I had to do that. She looks puzzled. Thanks, I've learned something about myself today. I'm glad I could help you, sir. She smiles a wide, helpful smile. Aw. What is romance, though? It's a type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation. Or it could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when everyone is poor? That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Ooh, ouch. Sometimes you have to write about real-life things. Non-romance books, sir. They're about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. Oof. What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mom? Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup? I don't think it's the romance story if the main characters break up, though. She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life. Phantom limb. Oh. No, I don't know. She looks at you with puzzlement. I'm scaring this child. Doesn't ring a bell. Alright, I'll ask your mom. Yes, she nods relieved. She knows books, definitely. What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain? Yeah, I don't think so. I've got suspicions about, I feel like I had a bad experience. I don't know why. Weird, that. Where could I be getting these hints from? But yeah, what about when both the men are bad? These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. What if it's written really well? Well, maybe it's fine then. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? It happens. But usually the guy gets rich in the process, or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family, property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. I see. Those are unhappy books for most of the pages. People sad about what they've lost. Then it all turns out just fine in the end. Yeah, that's enough romance for me, thank you. See you around, Annette. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. And the wildfire, ooh. A book about pate. Don't know what it's about. Boyadero culture promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Huh. Interesting. Well. And then we got an alcoholic and a plastic bag, which I might need? Question mark? What is this? Ah. Coin-operated viewer that is now useless. Or has been rendered useless. Ooh. Oh, hello. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instructions manual say to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Yeah, I really can't afford that. What's a tourist attraction doing here? There's a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. Lieutenant looks around and concludes, didn't stick. What happened, though? I got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection, then something went sour. He lowers his voice. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the Union leader. He muscled them out. That's how it usually goes around here. Can't we do something about it? We should have done something about the Union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer. Fair. Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal. Pull the handle, look inside. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab gray shape, like a ghost. Turn it to focus your vision. Lenses shift, the ghost sharpens to an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. Looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains in the anti-aircraft area. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. The ruins of some kind of building there. Really? Don't have the eyesight to make it out. Lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. Leave. Huh. So we clearly lost that war. Which we kind of already knew. Harumph, I say. Well, I'm not going to bother you, drunk fellow. I just want that. Right there. Is mine. It is a tool, apparently. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Perfect place for tare. Or tear. Also, people are mentioning my gloves, so I'm going to take those off for now. Just cause. We got something in there, by any chance? Alright. How close are we to being done here? Another 15 minutes, you say? Alright. Ooh, well, hello. What do we got here, though? A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall, and hey! Well. Listen, boy, I don't start trouble, I fix it. Fair. What are you doing over there, buddy? Well, it won't let me talk to him, so moving along. Harumph, I say. Ooh, what? Doing my little part to clean things up and also recycle a bit. Looks like an opportunity to gamble. Might talk to them later, but for now, I think we have to go and, well, debate and think and level up, which is going to be interfacing because that's the skill I like. Just because picking locks, kind of useful, usually. And we're going to go explore the Union next episode. For now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.